Hello everyone, welcome back to day 18 of Inktober. My name is Chris, and today's prompt is trap. For this drawing, I decided to draw Kurama, the nine-tailed fox beast, from the manga and anime Naruto. Now in this video, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about my past, maybe some career options that I wanted to go for as a kid, or when I graduated high school, just a little bit more of that. Kind of get some of these thoughts out and see where it leads. So as a kid, like many artists, I wanted to be whatever these simple terms are, a illustrator, a cartoonist, things like that, a painter. You know, before you knew what industry and different career options were available. So what I aimed to be as a kid was a cartoonist. I wanted to make cartoons because I loved watching cartoons. I was always more of a Cartoon Network type kid. I obviously watched Disney and Nickelodeon, but Cartoon Network was where it was at for me. Now I remember being maybe 5th or 6th grade when I really got into animation. So originally what I would do before I had Flash or any type of actual animation program was I would use Microsoft Paint and Windows Movie Maker. And I would either create little drawings or grab little sprites and like make their limbs move and just make it like this flip book. And I would sit there in Microsoft Paint and just like cut it inch by inch, every individual frame so that it played all at once. And I think one of the first ones I made that way was, it was probably, the classic bouncing ball. But aside from that one, I made this little like Mortal Kombat character. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Sub-Zero. And I remember I put like music behind it. Mortal Kombat. And I made another one with Eye of the Tiger. I don't know what it was. But it was definitely a little sprite character. And they shot out like a little blast. And I put a negative effect on it when it shot out the blast. And I was like, yeah, I'm an animator. But shortly after that, I would always draw, would always make little books, that kind of stuff. But once I downloaded Micromedia Flash back in the day, that's when it really kickstarted animation for me. And one of the first few ones I made, I think I still have it, is of this sort of Christmas setting, which was a Christmas tree with a bunch of little presents. And one of the presents tweens, it morphs into this toy airplane and flies away. And I think that's it. There's a little bit of movement in the background with like flashing lights from the Christmas tree, but not too much. After that, I found all these funny videos on YouTube with like YouTube poop and all this type of stuff. The golden age of internet animations, or at least this sort of renaissance for it. It's when Newgrounds started to get really big, and there was a lot of these like quick little funny animation YouTube clips. So I started to make a bunch of those with like horrible sound and horrible art, but it was fun, and that's what kickstarted it. And as I grew older, I started to find that it wasn't really what I wanted to do so much anymore. Then I dabbled in 3D modeling and some 3D animation. When I got back into the YouTube scene and Newgrounds scene, I was in high school, or shortly after high school. It was around my senior year, and shortly after that I started to really learn the basics of actual animation with incorporating full illustrations in them. And those obviously took a lot longer. And I made some Magic the Gathering animations, which I'm not going to share now, but maybe in the future. I'm sure if you dug enough, you could find some of them, but I'll just leave that for another day. Anyways, so I went to school and I studied a little bit of animation, especially 3D development and some user interface stuff. That didn't really go anywhere. And then I realized I really like illustrating and making renders. So that's what I ended up sticking with. And college didn't really work out for me And while I was in college, I was building up my portfolio and applying to different jobs for internships. I'm not going to go into specifics about what they did, but it was art related, and I finally got to be an illustrator in a semi-professional sense. And that was the first few times that I realized that, hey, I can actually make a career out of this. And then later, due to some circumstances, the company got their budget cut and they had to let off employees, of which I was one of. Because I was only an intern at the time, they weren't going to keep me. I was kind of towards the bottom of the list. Anyways, everyone, this is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you on day 19. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the rest of the Inktober 2020 playlist. And I'll see you all the next day. Have a great rest of your day.